my lovely beautiful star, welcome to you guys timeless picker card. For this picker card we are going to take a look at your main guardian, your main guide, the one that's in charge of you in this lifetime, and be like, or for this moment, because they have times that they be like, not today kind of a situation. But your main guardian, we are going to take a look at it, the message that he, she, they, it, the being has for you, the entity, whatever have you, energy, we are going to take a look at it. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Noraima from the Phoenix Star. If you are new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm thankful you found me. If you like the vibration, don't forget then to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And if you are already part of the fam, the growing tribe, hey, love, thankful that you're back again, fam. So yeah, you have 3 decks, oracle decks to choose from. All of these decks will be included in your reading. Doesn't matter which one you choose, you will see a card of one of them in your reading. So just go with your intuition, whatever pile that is pulling you in. You may go, of course, if you feel pulled to more than one deck, you may go with that one also, because there is a message then also there for you. Now, for the decks that you have the African Goddess Rising Oracle for the first deck. For the second deck, you have Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And for the third deck, you have Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians Oracle. Now, I will give you guys 30 seconds to breathe in, breathe out, choose your pile. You will hear 3 high-pitched notes just to oomph you up. And I will see you at the deck or decks that you have chosen. So, my lovely beautiful pile 1, you guys have chosen for the deck the African Goddesses Rising. I have already shuffled your oracle because I have a lot that I had to shuffle. And I do want to mention that there was a deck, this one, I have shuffled a lot to get a card out of this one, and normally the cards jump out, but really I was shuffling, and then I asked the question, like, if you don't want a card from this one, like, really then don't show up, or show up, and they yet still didn't. So I'm gonna ask it later on, because maybe perhaps they like, no, we want to wait till you have put them down and then we are going to talk about it, because I also have a tarot cards to shuffle for you. So we are going to take a look later if they really want it, yes or no, because it seems like it was no while I was shuffling these cards. So let's get started. When it comes to your main guide, the message that it has for you, and I'm saying it because we don't know what kind of a being it is. We will see it in the cards. Perhaps it will show itself, but we will see. I will not take the oracles in reverse. You have full moon, completion, together with green man, synergy, together with spring equinox, rebirth. Okay. And then, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm in conversation. And then you have Yasigi, lift out loud, together with Tituba, feeling safe. And then you also have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within, together with Quadish, sexual wisdom. And then you also have secret medicine, Asclepius. And then observer, let's see, flow, allow me divine to move with the flow and response with calmness and peace. And then you also have cleanse your space, together with unbounded, releasing soul parallel contracts and past life. Okay, my love. So let's talk about it when it comes to the message for now that your guides, your spiritual, not your guides, your main guides has for you is there is something of a new beginning for you. The spring often brings a new life, a new creation. It seems like for you guys, my love, there is some kind of a cleaning that you have to do, your aura, your energy. So yeah, I had to take a sip, y'all. So yeah, there is some kind of cleansing and clearing that you have to do, because I do see there is kind of an energy stuck. Maybe that's Dutch, what I want to say. Maybe that's the reason why the other cards didn't want to come out, because it's like, oh, first you have to clean space. First you have to like really get rid of that stuckness energy before this thing can come in, this new message, because there is something of you wanting it, observing stuff. Your guys, your main guide is looking at you, but it's like you don't have space for me to bring it to you. How do you want it if you don't have space for it? I really see a very cluttered energy with you guys, where it's like, oh, you need to cleanse and clear it so you can move. And now you might think, Noraima, my house looks like really to the dot nice, y'all. There is no clutter. It might be an energetic clutter also. Looking at outbound, a soul path, the contracts with past life. So you need to cut course, clean house. And let me tell you something. Looking at the windows is very important to keep them clean, because it's like that also lots of dust is on it kind of a way, and if you clean it, it's like, oh, we can see through. That is really, that bring also abundance. Let me tell you, that's really it. Yeah, wind and windows, like clear it. It really has something to do with feng shui. So then you will see how things will flow new into your life, because I really see, looking at the full moon and the spring equinox and the green man, it's giving me like really like, you know, when a tree is getting the nuts so it can then open up, but it's like, oh, it's wanting to have those nuts, but it doesn't have enough room or space or clean nurturing air to pop the freshness, this newness of life to come into you. So really, it's time for you to unlock your magic, is what your main guides is saying. But by doing that, you need to really first clean space, energetically or emotionally, whatever it is, or physically, literally clean space, because really whatever is coming is going to make you be free, loud, in that kind of. Some of you perhaps have energetic course when it comes to sexuality, because I really see that this energy, if I look at this, it's giving me like this is might something of an energy that you had in your 20 years, when you were 20 is what I'm getting. Okay, when you were in your 20s kind of a way, like that blockage that was put on you. Now I don't know with whom you had sexual contact or whatever, or fantasize about sexuality, because often there is also the case that we fantasize. Entities can also have sexual intercourse with us, yeah. If you really, you need to listen to and look at the kind of a fantasy you have, and if it's really yours fantasy. Sometimes people have weird fantasies that's like, oh, that's weird, why would you wanna have that kind of experience to get aroused? Then you need to ask yourself, like, is it mine energy, or is it an entity, a lost soul that is kind of like, attach themselves sexually onto you? So you need to really, I'm laughing, but that's really the truth, that those things exist. Yeah, you guys play games with spirituality, not knowing it can go all ways. Yeah, so your main guides is like, listen, that's all fun and game, but there is things like that you need to know of. And it might be that in your 20 something, maybe you are in your 20, or you had those kind of fantasies. Like, fantasies is good. It's good to have fantasy. There is no fantasy that you need to be ashamed of. I'm only saying that this fantasy is a kind of a fantasy that you will feel kind of like, that isn't mine thing that I really like. So why am I having this kind of experience that I feel aroused on? So you can put separately what is your energy and what not. So really, so it can move and get away of. And that being said, that is how you then can unlock your magic. That is then the way you can release and let go, and then the new start will come. And it's like, then you are letting that negative energy flow out of your life, and so the new can come in. So let's take a look at if right now I am going to get some cards out of this. Let's see, what is it that you want? You see, now we do. And now we do exactly what we want. I really needed, it was really like, oh, first that message have to get out before I give you this one. Because really, you have Temperance together with the Sun. You see, that is why you had to wait. I had to wait. You have to wait. Before you get what you want, you have to wait. You have to have patience, because there are certain energies, certain things that are bounded onto you, that before you get the completion, before you start new, you need to get rid of that energy, my love. That is really a big message for you, because there is something fresh, something new that wants to come in. Looking at the Sun card, it will be fruitful, it will be beautiful, but it's really like it will be a waste of time. We don't want to put it on that foundation. We don't want to put it in that darkness of an energy. It must come in a clear energy where things are really bright and clean and fresh, and not in the stuckness of the energy where you can then remove it. For some of you, I don't know, dance movement is very important when you want to let the energy move. Like when it comes to, for example, going back to the sexuality, if you have a bad sexual experience, if it is spiritually or physically, literally had a bad sexual experience, like move your hips. Your hips is where the energy is stuck when it comes to your sexuality. That is also your sensuality. Don't be ashamed of who you are and what you like and love. Absolutely not. Looking at the live out loud, don't be ashamed of it. Like really, the medicine is within you. These three are really speaking very loudly at this moment. So really, it is safe for you to love and feel and sense yourself once again and be fully loud who you are. But with that negative energy that I was talking about is kind of like holding you in that negative playground, dark playground is what I'm seeing, and we don't want that, so we have to move away from that. So really, I don't know if you guys do Reiki or womb Reiki, for men. This is also for you. You might think like, oh no, Raima, I don't have a womb. honey, you do have a productive, I don't know how it's called, so you also can work with your productive system. Is that how it's called? And cleanse and clear that, because you might think, oh, it doesn't count for me. You also can make connection spiritually with other people. So don't think because you're a man, love. So let's take a look at where and what more they want you to know about this situation. What is it that you need to know more? So what is it? Maybe I forgot something. So the message. What more for part 1? Let's see. What more do you need to know? Let's see. I'll take that one. Yeah. One more. Normally I don't even get that message, so this is really a message for you. 6 of Wands underneath the deck, because I was going for one moment, let me put this here because my table is full. I was going for 4 tarot cards. Normally I don't have a problem with going with 4 the number 4. Now the reason why I was like the 4, I was have 4, but I actually already have 5. So then I was like, oh, I will have 4 is good. Then I hear quater tabela in my language. That's my language, and people from Asia know about this. Like 4 is candle, like 4 is death. The number 4 means death. So in my culture and in the Asian culture, that applies. So when I said I want 4, they'd be like, no, one more, because quater tabela. Dus I'm like, oh, okay, let me do more. But it's like now I have 6, so then it's nicely in balance. So for you, my love, balance is very important. Because I was like, okay, quater tabela, 4 is candles, so then I will have 5. And then I look at 5 is change. And then I look at your cards, I'm like, no, now I have 6. So there is definitely an end for you guys. Listen, go with me when I get my message, y'all. Like really, there is definitely an end for you guys, because 4 is the end, is death, so death and rebirth. And then you will have 5, things will change. The number 5 is change. For then things will be in balance for you, okay? So that's very important that you understand that message. Looking at the 10 of Wands also in reverse, there is definitely an end coming for you guys. Looking at completion also. So then you have the Ace of Cups upright together with the 8 of Swords, together with the Temperance once again, because we also have it here. And your last card is the Knight of Cups. Honey, the message is very clear for you, love. Mentally, you are having have a connection, a bond connection, like you are bound to something energetically that your main guys want you to know, like, end that. It's you need to cut the cords. On YouTube you do have people that do energetic cords that you can, like, really meditation of cutting cords is also here on YouTube. You really first need to find somebody that you feel comfortable with and that person's vibration works with you. Don't just go click on one video and be like, okay, this is it. No, you really need to sense the energy, because once again, if you just click on that video, you make connection with that person isn't in your vibration. Guess what? another cord that you have put on you. So really, we need to cleanse, okay? Cleanse, not put on. Cleanse the energy. So really, energy is very important for you guys, that you need to understand that the moment you come to realize that you have the end, but there is yet still energetically cords that you need to cut because they are stuck with you, then you see how things will flow nicely. You are almost there, but it's really that energetic cords that keep you stuck, mentally, physically, emotionally, keeping you stuck. Once you have that balance, that's temperance. Once you have the balance, you will see that things will move forward. Then finally, the love is going to come in your cup. Your cup is overflowing. You will have a different kind of a sexual experience. You will really also feel full of yourself. It's like, wow, now all the three things that I was seeing, that they will then finally pop open. The sun will shine on you, honey. Your guide is telling you, please clean the cords. There is cords, energetic cords onto you. There is that is letting the energy stay stuck. It cannot flow. It's like wanting something, but it isn't yet time for you to get it because there isn't space for it. Where the time is coming. Once you really have 4 and 5, change, 6, balance. Google the number 4, 5, 6. Very important for you. But definitely and new balance. So, I'm getting chills. I really thank your guides. Your main guide that is having a watch over you. This is something that it really had to wanted to share with you. I do see that your guides love nature. If you want to like really connect with them with through plants, because as I said, I see a tree popping out like that, and I see all cards of nature for you. So I really see that your guide is somebody or something that really likes nature, like plants. Perhaps you have fresh plants in your house. You can make an altar, and not an altar like really an image of something, but no, you can be like, okay, this is a corner where I will meditate, and there you will have fresh plant or a fresh flower in that kind of a way. Now, there are lots of gods and goddesses, and there are lots of entities and stuff. So to name one that likes nature and say that is your guide, I would not do it. I will not do it. I don't like to do it because it's kind of like giving something that didn't make contact with you, like, hey, my name is, and then put a name onto it. You wouldn't like it if I call you a name out of nowhere without having a real connection with you. So I will not also do. Only thing I can tell you is your guide love nature, plant and stuff. So, and it's really with that, it's giving me, you can of course look, if I mention certain things, that you'll be like, oh, I know exactly who you're talking about because I have green hands. Perhaps you are somebody that have green hands. You can go well with nature. I also see for them, they have something with time, like, father time kind of a situation. For them, everything is perfect timing. There is a season for everything. That is really important. Like for them, it's like completion is coming with also time. Time is very important. Like everything has a perfect timing. So and everything has a let go before a new. So that is why they like nature, because nature is holding themselves on the pattern of what should be, the life pattern, death and rebirth. 4, 5, 6. Wow, now I get it. I'm getting it. So yeah, like yes, 4, 5, 6. That new balance. They like that cycle. So I don't know if you have noticed who your guide is. This It's a guide that loves to give you abundance. But for abundance, you need to let go of things that doesn't work. Like every leaf, like the tree, the nature lets itself go in autumn. So then in winter it will sleep, and in springtime it's fresh and new again. So your guide is somebody that likes fresh and new, likes that, but it also respects the pattern of life. So this is somebody that likes nature, like fresh and new things, and knows that for fresh and new to come, something must die for it to become in balance. Whew. I like it. I thank your guide, your main guide, my love. I do hope you have gotten the message and you understand your message. And I thank your guide, my guide, all that has the best interest for us. Harm to none. And I'll see you or in another pile or on another reading of mine. Bye bye. So, my lovely, beautiful pile 2, you guys have chosen the ancestors and the angels and ancestors oracle. Let's see. Let me put the cards down. Let's see what you need to know. You have Gaia, nurturing, together with winter solstice, reflection. And then you also have DNA, karma, together with river, movement. Let me put it like so. River, movement. And then you have the stag, trust and thrive, together with the heart guardian. That's love and let yourself be loved. We will talk about it, my love. One moment, please. And then we have Oya, storm. Beautiful. Together with Aphrodite, eternal love. And you also have energetic clearing. Okay. And that's during crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachment, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Okay, you are in for a ride. And then you have the card yes. So just say yes. So yes, that's your message. Together with yin, doesn't it go well with these three? Like with the goddess Aphrodite. Together with make an altar. Okay, so my love, we will take a look at these later on, but first I want to talk about this situation right here. What I'm getting for you guys, my lovely beautiful part 2. First of all, I thank your main guide for coming through. I was getting, while I was shuffling, the energy of, and now looking at your card, I understand it. Because I was getting the energy of you are powerful kind of a situation. Like really, like let your to dance to the drums of your own beat or something like that, like really focus and see you can do this, work through your fears. Like, I mean, that you are powerful. So it's really like, oh, don't be scared, honey. Don't be scared of yourself. Don't be scared of who you are. So your guide is somebody. I really like it because it's giving me the energy of, oh, now don't be scared now. When it's giving me the energy of because see it as how I see it for a moment. Like, I really see somebody coming through, like giving me like, now don't be scared now, kind of a situation, as if like you wanted it, right? you wanted it, now it's the time. This is what you have signed for, and now it's coming. Don't be scared now, kind of a situation. Like, okay, like really, really, it's giving me an energy like you guys are really best friends with each other, and you can do sarcastic connection. You guys are very sarcastic, playing with each other, like in a way of your main guide. It's really like somebody very close to you, and very as a best friend. And it's really giving me the energy like, oh, now you're scared, now you know that you can do this, now you're scared. Like really, where it, I will say it because I don't know, he, she, they, it. So I will say it because it's a being. So it's really like giving the energy of the teasing. Like you guys might be really in another entity, in another place. You guys might be really best friends with each other, and it might be that your main guide is like, oh, I have signed up to not be with you in this world, but I'm be with you in spiritual world, and we will connect like that, in that kind of way. I really like that energy. Is somebody that you don't have to be scared of nothing. And looking at the energetic clearing, that's the mother Kali. And Kali is very protective of her children. So, yeah. I do think the energy that this guide is giving me is feminine, a feminine energy. Looking at the yin also and the goddesses that I'm getting, because there is yin and yang goddesses in these decks, but it's giving me a very feminine energy. Even if you are a male, you can have a feminine main guide, and that's this one for you. And this person is kind of like this guide is somebody that knows who he, she, they is, feminine energy without gender, putting gender on it. Like they know how powerful they are, and they know how powerful you are, and it's kind of like they find it funny kind of a situation, that it's like, oh my god, you're in for a surprise, y'all. Like they are really laughing while you are discovering. I don't know, I'm feeling very happy at your reading. I'm really like, oh my god, you are in for a roller coaster, because they know the end result of this. They know how fantastic it would be if you can. Honey, I live near its playground, and I don't know what's happening with these children, but it's okay. Mother Kali is here on this reading. Like, please let the children be a little bit less. Thank you. Thank you, blessed. So, yeah, Mother Kali rules over children, y'all, so that you guys know. That being said, feminine energy. Feminine energy is beautiful. I love it. So it's giving me that they know how powerful you are, how great you are, how you can be. And it's like we cannot wait till you awaken that power within you, so that you can achieve the things that you should achieve. So yes, honey, just say yes and go and do. Give them the permission for the good of all harm to none, though, because often people like just give permission to any guide, but that guide must be having good intentions for you. Looking at Mother Kali in your reading, it's giving me like, honey, even if somebody has a good intentions for you, that guide of yours, the way they are like this with you, they be like, show me its face and you will see what happens. You might have realized that often when somebody does something bad to you, you don't have to do nothing about it. It's like the moment you walk out, it's like karma is hitting them in the face, like boom, it's your DNA. You are a walking karma. Your name is like, oh, my energy is a walking karma. And karma isn't always bad, my love. Karma is two sides. If you do good, you have good karma. If you do bad, you have bad karma. And that is where you also need to watch out, my love, because if you do mischievous thing, you will reap and sow bad karma. But what I was going to say to you guys is your guide wants you to know that don't worry and don't do mischievous to other people, because every time you walk away, you are a karmic person. So if people do you wrong, they will get wrong. You don't have to do nothing. You just walk away and they will handle it. You have Mother Kali once again together with the goddess Oya. Child. Whoo, the goddess Oya is, oh my God, the temper itself. She brings storms, yeah. These two. And these two are really powerful. You are a person to not to mess with. People must not mess with you. Looking at Oya together with Mother Kali, like really, Oya brings storms. I don't know if you guys know who Oya is. Google her, the goddess Oya. It's an African goddess. Like, she is the one that brings storms and stuff. She and her beloved brings the like when they fight. Oh my God, that story is so romantic. Not romantic, but it's really like, oh, real life. So really, that's what I'm getting. But this, you know who Oya is? Oya, if you have to put it in a human form, Oya is that friend of yours. Let's just say, as I said about your guide is that friend of yours, or let me explain it in an Oya manner, and then I will explain it like this. Okay, so just go with me. Like, this guide of yours is really like, I may be rude with you and harsh with you, but it's only so you can see your capability. Other people may not do nothing with my best friend, not my best friend. You are not talking about my best friend like that. So really, that kind of energy is Oya. And then you have that sweetness also with you. I do think that you guys have the dynamic of you are having that you are very in your yin energy, your feminine energy, the receiving energy, where people may mistaken your kindness, your love for granted kind of a way. Now, looking at the heart guardian also. Now, that's the thing, because you have a side to you that is like the darkness itself. So they are mistaken you, my love. And that is why I'm saying to you, for you, my love, don't take advantage to other people, because by just walking away, karma will get themselves. Because let me tell you, your energy is light to dark. These two are short tempered, yeah. These two are from short temper, and I do think you have a tendency that you have patience, lots of patience, lots of love. But if it is time to show them your dark side, oh God, Lord Jesus, God bless them. That is why your main guide is saying, you don't have to do that work, because for you to go back to the calmness of you have then cut yourself, because it's a two-blade sword. That is why they be like, no, you don't have to wield that sword. Let us wield it, not me, your guide. Your main guide. Leave me out of this. My hands are free. No blood on my hands. They be like, no. They be like, no, let them handle it. Let your guides handle it. You don't have to do nothing, because once you wield the sword, you will get the karma on your life. So they be like, don't do that. Just be in the receiving mode, in the loving mode, in the nurturing mode, and really meditate and contemplate, connect with them in that kind of a way. Like, you are really in the feminine energy. And if you feel kind of a like stuckness, like time isn't ticking, because feminine energy is very fruitful. But I do see, looking at the winter solstice, it's giving me that perhaps you are stuck in time. stuck, like there is nothing growing, stuck in a way as like, oh, when is my fruitfulness coming? Maybe there is some kind of a clearness of karma that needs to happen. Now I'm getting the advice for you guys that if you have a stuckness, go near a water that is streaming. A streaming water, a movable water. Like you can also have, people have that fountain that will, water is flowing. Put those kind of a little thing in a certain corner in your house that will bring prosperity and money for you. Look at feng shui, where in your chart it is the best to put that, because there is a kind of a, you need to look at your chart and then put a water fountain or a aquarium with streaming water kind of a situation. If you don't have that, like, and you want to have movement, go to somewhere, a place where there is a water, where the water is moving. It must be moving water, because if you look, you have the winter solstice and there is ice, and then you have river movement. So here is where things will reflect to you. If things are stuckness, if you are in a stuckness energy, your guide is saying like that is when you need to reflect things in your life. And then once you have reflected, go to a water body where the water is streaming, and then you will see like, oh, that was a period and now abundance can come in. Now things will flow. Okay, my love? Trust and thrive. So, you might make an altar for some of you, but I will talk about that one later. But first, I want to talk about these cards. You have, the Empress. Yes, abundance. That's Venus is very ruling also in your card, also a feminine energy. So, yeah, and then you also have that together with Temperance. And your last one is the Magician. I will shuffle also some tarot, but first I want to talk about these for you. Looking at the Temperance card together with the Magician, that is the Alchemist. Yeah, the Magician has all the equipment, has all the elements to create something, but Temperance is the Alchemist that wants something in the ether, in the Akasha record, and want to make it here on earth. As I was saying to you guys, you have a great power. You are really, it's time for you to make your thing, to be powerful in who you are. So you need to really understand that you are an alchemist. You can do and create and make whatever that it is here on earth, and it will be fruitful because it's in your DNA. But for that, you need to awaken to your power. Don't fear it. Don't think it's something vulnerable, because I really see, as I said with you guys, the feminine energy is very important. And lots of people nowadays think the feminine energy is something, oh, I have to cater to honey, the feminine energy is powerful. The feminine energy can do everything so great. It's so abundant that, let me tell you, that if it isn't for the feminine energy, the masculine energy will fall. And that's the thing that we need to realize. That's the thing, that the craft that people have forgotten. Now, I am a black person, so I will let you know. In my culture, women are very important. I don't know which culture you are, so I can only talk about mine. Women will not be on the back burner. Women will be in front line. Like really, they are the roots, the thing of the house. Men also, but men, it's like, oh, you men are the one that will lead the tribe to move forward, but we are holding it down. We, in my culture, in my where I'm from, women is very important. We recognize the craft of the woman. Like that is the thing that nowadays, from the old days till now, was the plan, to make the powerful one it's like they have turned the hourglass. Like they be like, oh, everything that is greater and bigger, we need to turn that around. We are greater and greater and better, like masculine, So they be like, no, we want to be that, But honey, the feminine energy is that. Even if you are masculine, please understand your feminine energy, because without that, you cannot create. You cannot manifest. You cannot receive. It's like you have to do till you drop dead. And when it's time for you to receive, So don't mistake the feminine energy as something weak. It's powerful. It's the thing that we are creating. Looking at temperance, as I said, you are the tunnel of creation. You need to see it as the empress. It's a mother. It's the mother that says, this is the emperor. But the feminine energy, emperor, empress, like yin, yang, okay? It's next to each other. Like, it's kind of like, oh, we are the tunnel of spirit to make creation. And that's it, everything in life. So your guide really wants you to know that don't be afraid of the creation and the power of you. Know the balance of life, when to go, when to stop, when to receive, when to create. Okay, it's very important. And don't do mischievous thing, because that's really, it will be on you and you don't want it. You want something great. So I really see that right now your main guide is asking of you to really show up for yourself. Let your power be known, because it's time for you to take action and receive the abundance, the bountiness of life. Be powerful. So let's see, what is it that I need to give you guys more? Let's see. For you, my lovely, beautiful pal too. That card really important. So let's see, give me one more. Yes. Underneath the deck, the Empress. I like it. So I'll take this like so, and like so. So for you, my love, what your main guides want you to know also is the Six of Swords, moving away from troubling situation. Nice together with the Winter Solars. As I said, go to a water where the water is streaming instead of being stuck. Very important how you can then cleanse your body. And then you also have the Nine of Cups, wish coming true, my love. So the moment you move away from troubling situation, things that are stuck, you will have your wish, your dreams. But for that, you need to understand that some things needs to end. You have the Death card, and then you also have the Three of Wands together with the Moon in reverse. Now, my love, what I'm getting for you is really this beautifulness is actually when you understand that you don't need to be afraid of your power in who you are, and that your guide, your main guide, is clearing the space for you so you can start new and go. Things are going to be very clear to you. The Moon is in reverse. The Moon in reverse is whatever that was hidden will come to light. So really see it for what it is. You have 2 times the Death card, so it's time for you to realize, like, okay, time is up. Things are ending. It's go time. And I really see that your guide, your main guide, is really, if you look at this card, is really soothing you. Like, really, it will be okay, my lovely, beautiful pal too. You see, like, he is like holding this person's hand and petting it on his head. Like, it's time to go. Don't cry anymore. We are moving away from that. It's the end. It's time to move further. So really understand that you are moving away and they are cutting these energetic cords. But for you need to understand you are powerful. You can achieve this. Don't stay sorry. Stay in a state of sorry for yourself. The moment you see that, okay, I get it now. I get it. Really, and then reflect everything and then move forward. Move forward. You will see how fast things will go. As I said, if you want to make an altar, like you can put a water fountain somewhere where you will meditate, contemplate. You don't have to make an altar of a spirit. But if you do work with altar, and because I find it very tricky to work with altars, yeah, because you really need to ask permission on that spirit. And not only that, lots of people don't know how to close portals once they are done with working with a certain type of spirit. So, and I'm saying it like that because that is why people are having weird situation happen in their life, because they be like, oh, I will work with Kali, I will work with Oya, I will work with whomever. And then it's like, oh my God, everything in my life is going wrong because, hey, you cannot go from this one to that one without saying thanks to the first one that you had and then close it properly and then move forward. No. People think like, oh, like do you go to a store and they serve you food? What do you say to the person on the counter? Don't you say thank you? Or do you be like, okay, here's the money and leave? You say thank you, right? You'll be like, oh, thank you for the service. You will give them a fee, also to the waiter, and then you move away, right? So you have closed the deal with the restaurant because they have given you something delicious, right? Why do you think that doesn't work with also spirits? That's for some people out there that thinks that working with spirit is like, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Abracadabra, this is what I want, and you got it. And now, so that's for somebody out there. Like really, if you want to make an altar, you can, but you need to know the rules and stuff of making an altar. Like for everything there is a kind of a contract on it, like really, I'm not a religious person. I was in a religion, but now I'm a spiritual person because I understand that for everything there is a bondage. Even if you are religious, you are even making a contract that you will bound yourself to a certain God, and that God only. That is the one that you want to serve. Yeah. Some people didn't understand that little letter when they be like, yeah, that's the one. So be careful when you're making an altar, but let me tell you how I do it. I do it with nature. I do it with whomever wants to work with me in that moment. So as I said, if you want to do it with nature, put a plant, put water, an element, whatever that it is, like really, and ask a guy that has the best interest for you to show you something and not be dedicated to a certain, and that's not even the one that is in charge with you. So yeah, you will offend people. I don't know why I have to continue explaining you this, but let me know what you thought of the reading. And I think your main guide, I really love that one, energy, very, very like best friend, like bestie. And I thank your guide. I thank you for being on this reading. If you haven't chosen another pile, I will see you then on another reading of mine. Don't forget to hit the like. With your like, you will let YouTube know you find my content valid, and they will then push me further into this YouTube world. I'm very thankful, and I will see you, and I thank your guide on another reading of mine. Bye-bye. So, my lovely, beautiful deck 3, you guys have chosen the Goddesses and Gods Guidance Oracle. Lots of words, yeah. Let's take a look. Let's see what it is that your main guide wants you to know, my lovely, beautiful pile 3. You have Dragonfly, together with New Moon, Promise, together with Ancestor, Generations, and then you have Leah, Stand Your Ground, together with dryads, protect your energy. Okay. Thank you. And then you have white witch, be the light. Together with winter, take care of your needs. And then you have Queen Mother Nani, liberation. Liberation, beautiful. This was a real person from, I believe, which island was it? It is in the Caribbean, yeah. Where I'm from. Haiti. Okay, Haiti. So yeah, and then you have a Milk Way, honey. And then you have a mirror, who or what is triggering you. Together with, I'll put this one, spend time with friends. And then you have karma. I will put this one like here, we will talk about later. Karma, there's nothing from a past life that can be addressed in the current life. Okay. So my lovely, beautiful pile 3, let's talk about it. What is it that your main guides, the message that it has for you? The karma is really giving me the liberation together with the Queen Mother Nani. Looking at those two, like the card is saying, there's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in current life. So it's giving me like really you can stand up. You can be free. This has something to do with your lineage. This message. Yeah, this has something to do with your lineage. I do think that you guys need to understand that you may have been brought up in a pack, looking at the wolf. You may have been brought up in a pack, but you are not that one. You are not like them. You are different. You can roam alone. You can start new. You can liberate your ancestor. The message is strong, y'all. It has to do with your family bloodline. Like the liberation is very important. For some of you at this moment in life, your family is taking too much of your energy because they are different. They don't see it. You are here to make them be free, y'all. You are the one that's gonna make them be free. You will need to stay. That is why you have Leah as your goddess, because you really need to stand your ground. You really need to not be swayed, because there is some kind of a toxicity when it comes to your family. There is some kind of a toxicity that continues happening, and once you break the curse, look in yourself, look in what you can do by going alone, by standing your ground, by showing up for yourself, you will free them also. So you are going to lead by example, my love. You are going to lead by example. That is why you are here. It's nothing that you don't know, because, honey, you need to clear the place, clear the energy. And by that, you need to really protect your energy also. You are going to show your ancestor and your family line the way. It's a hard task though. Friends. The card's friends. Friends is what you can make family. Some of you are not in contact with your real family because they are energy vampires. And I get it, because they have kind of a way with them that they are taking your energy. And it's a good thing that you set healthy boundaries. But yet still, I must tell you, if you have got course with your family, is what your guide is saying, that doesn't mean that you didn't bring the toxicity of them with you. You might have toxic traits that is also within you, that you are doing knowingly or unknowingly to you. So you might be now a lone wolf without your pack, your family pack, and creating your own pack with your friends and stuff. But if you yet still have that kind of a thing in your DNA, in your blood, a kind of a toxic trait, it will continue to happen, as I said, knowingly or unknowingly. So for you, my love, don't forget to work on yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Often you might get a glimpse of that person that you don't like in yourself, and you'll be like, oh my God, I just sound just like my ... Like, really? Because that's the trait of you. It's also within you. It's something that you have been brought up with. Until you reflect to yourself, see the things for what it is, see what is triggering you and stuff, you can be like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I see why I have that trait. We can often break ties with our family, but there is a reason you were born in that family. It's a good thing sometimes if they are toxic to break ties with them. But yet still, you come from there. You are built, the stem of the tree has gotten the nurturing of the roots of it. What do I mean to say with that? The roots has nurturing you to bring you alive till it was time for you to break that branch and go your own way, plant your own branch and get your own roots. But that doesn't mean that the nurturing of it all, the start, the root, isn't already been done, the deed. So it's in you, within you. You need to cleanse your root chakra, is what I'm getting now. You need to cleanse your root chakra so you can be free. Looking at Queen Mother Nani. So you can be free and roam free once again. Taking care of yourself, your needs, getting the fruitfulness of life that you do deserve. So let's take a look at these cards. You have Strength cards together with Chariot. Some of you have a very... Oh, one moment, please. So yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. A phone call. Some of you may have a very bad connection with a mother. You know, like, or you have lost your mother in early age, kind of a situation where you miss the motherly love or whatever that it is. There is something that your main guides want you to know of. Really, it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to go to that new. Yes. It's time for you to be in the moment. Have that strength to move forward. And it's not moving like, oh, from here to there. No, that's Dutch. Of course not. You are not going from point A to point B. You have to go sideways. That's the crab. The crab walks sideways. So you will go first here, then there, before you get to your destination. But you need to have patience with yourself. This is a work of you cleansing and clearing your traumatic experience, your life, your ancestors' patterns. Like, so you can cleanse and clear the generational curse, the karma from the past, so that you can live free. You will then liberate everybody. The work that you do now will liberate the future family line of yours. And all of us cannot deny that our family line isn't tainted. Honey, our family, everybody's family line is tainted with traumatic experience, with being the victim or being the one that has done the deed. Everybody's family line is tainted. And if we just stand still and look at how damaged our roots is, where we all come from, what has been done to us, and what we have done to others, we are not going to put our head in the sand, y'all. We humans, if we look at the body, we will judge other bodies. But if we look at the spirit, we will see how sick we are, yeah. We are all sick that we do that to another person. And of course, it isn't that you have blood on your hands, but you have blood on your family line. You have blood and that's for everybody. Keep in mind, I'm talking about everybody, because for everybody there is blood on their hands when it comes to their ancestors. Traumatic blood on your hand. For example, that person has been raped in the past, don't care about children, got pregnant, and then, oh, my child, I don't give it love, and then the child will be in the same cycle, and so it continues. Blood on your hand. That person had killed another person, and then, go about the day living off the life and the money of other people. Blood on your hands. Blood on your family line. So, really, when I say blood, don't mind the children, y'all. When I say blood, it's for everybody. So we need to realize that we all have a kind of a traumatic experience, or something that is really like, I be damn, that's been going on. It's time for you to liberate yourself, have that strength to move forward from those kind of a thing. Clear your energy. Look at it so that you can see, not today. Here it stops with me. I will not bring other people, family, happy in this situation. You are bringing people that can be happy instead of in this situation where it's going to be a cycle once again. Because you are clearing your energy. So let's see, what is it more that your guide wants you to know when it comes to... I do think I have it, yes. Underneath the deck, the King of Cups. Beautiful. I get it. Some of you want a family, but you are afraid that you will do exactly as the family line that has been going down, the traumatic experience of what had happened when it comes to your family line. Like, honey, like, you can work on yourself now and it will be beautiful. So you have the Sun. Yes. Together with the Knight of Cups, together with the Ten of Cups, and the Strength card came back once again, together with the Two of Cups. These cards always bring the main card back in the reading. I love it. For all of the piles, they did that. So my lovely beautiful, what your main guide wants you to know is that you will be fruitful, you will be happy, and those experience that you think that it's like, oh my God, I don't think I can do it, I don't have that strength, I don't think I can have a normal love life, I don't think there is somebody that can bring me a child, or I don't think that I can have a happy family, because honey, I come from a very place where it's better for me to remain and stay the lone wolf, because I will bring the toxicity with it. The fact, my love, that you have recognized that already, that there is a toxicity going on in your family, means that you are seeing it for what it is, and so you can work on it. It is till you put your head back in the sand and be like, nope, I don't see it, so it's not there. That is when you are also getting the blood on your hand. You are witnessing also this situation. What do I mean to say with that? If you are because go with me on this one, what I'm getting, okay? Go with me. So see it like this. in your family line, for example, there was a mother, a neglected mother. Yes, let's do it like that. And that mother, stuff had happened to her. She did the same thing with her children, and you are one of their children, and you see like, oh my God, it is all in the family. My mother, this and this, and her mother or her situation, this and this and that. It's like it's constantly going. And you can do it like this. You can see it and be like, oh no, that wouldn't be me. And putting your head in the sand, not working on the experience, the trauma and stuff. Just be like, no, it wouldn't be me. And you get now pregnant, you have your child, and you are realizing, as I said, that you have the same certain patterns that you are doing in a situation. It's because, honey, that traumatic experience, you didn't work on it. You didn't work on it. That is the negative karma of it all. There is nothing from the past life that can't be addressed in the current life. So by doing as if you don't see it, you are not addressing it. You are not working on it. You are not reflecting on it. So your guide, your spiritual team is saying, your main guide, if you want that liberation, my lovely, beautiful pile 3, the lone wolf thinking that you have cut ties with your family, the people or situation that was toxic, isn't enough. You need to work on yourself also. You need to reflect the ongoing pattern so you can really fix the bloodline. So then you will not do to others as it is always been done. You will have beautiful things, beautiful love. You will have the strength to see like, oh, I can be happy. I can have that milk and honey, that fruitfulness, that bountiness. I can be fully happy from the inside out with a nice family. Being a great parent. Whatever parent you want, children or dog, whatever you want to. You can be the person that they can rely on. Whomever. Because look at this beautifulness of love. It would be a pity you miss out of this situation because of a traumatic, constant pattern that is in your bloodline. So for you, my love, your main guide is saying, have that strength to look yourself in the mirror. Have the strength to dive deep on your emotions, your feelings. One step at a time, work on it little by little. You will not reach full completion right away, as I already said. But by being lone wolf and thinking you don't need nobody, that is exactly the same thing, but then different. Once again, toxic. So search for the family that is really working for you, like really your friends, people that are really just like you, that you like and love, but yet still, as a lone wolf, work on yourself. So I do hope I could have helped you, my lovely, beautiful pile 3. I thank your guide from coming through. This is really have to do with your generation, with the toxicity that you have been learned. You don't have to continue moving forward, that you can be happy, my love, and really start new, finding that bountiness. So I thank you guys for coming through, bringing the message to you, and I thank you also, my lovely, beautiful pile 3. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. With your like or a comment, you let YouTube know that you find my content valid, and they will then push me more out there. So I thank you for participating in this. That will help me out tremendously, and I will see you on another video of mine. Bye bye.